Hello my dazzling stars and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another new reading for you all, and this is the law of attraction reading that you need. So as you can see, there are 4 piles here, and this is pile 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I'll be popping crystals on them. So if you would like to head on to the crystal popping part, the timestamp for that will be given in the description below, because I'm going to take a while to explain this reading and why I'm doing this reading and the process that I'm going to follow. So thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at your reading. Okay, so getting back to what I was saying, so this is the law of attraction reading that you need. So we are going to take a look at what universe is trying to tell you about the law of attraction, how you might be using the law of attraction or how you might not be using the law of attraction. So we are basically taking any and all messages which the universe is sending your way right now. So basically, before I sat down to do this reading, I was calling in my guides, and I just wanted a green signal from them. And actually, I had another reading in my mind, and I was like, okay, should I go forward with this reading? Please give me a green sign. And they were like, no. They were like, no. And they sent this reading towards you instead, and they were like, okay, you have to do this reading instead. That is not the reading which the world needs right now. This is the reading which your viewers and which the YouTube family and your YouTube family needs right now. So here I am just doing my assignment. So basically that's why I don't know what exactly we are looking into this. This is totally, we're just going with the flow. I'll be picking up a few cards for each of the piles, and honestly we're just going with the flow and see what universe is telling us about the law of attraction and what advice or guidance the universe might have for each of the pile. So we'll be looking at what might be blocking your energies, or how you might not be using it, or how you are using it, and how can you add on to your practice, and how you can better it, and how you can shift, how you can quantum leap and stuff, and basically any and all messages which the universe is sending towards you. So thank you for listening. If you listen to this part, thank you for listening. Now let's pop some crystals on the cards right now. Okay, so for pile 1 I have the blue lace agate. Yeah, I always feel such peace whenever I see this crystal or I come in contact with this crystal. For pile 2 I have turquoise. For pile 3 we have the cat's eye. Oops, that was clumsy of me. Yeah, I love the cat's eye. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah. Okay, and for pile 4 we have carnelian. Okay, so you can pick using the cards or you can pick using the crystals. Trust your intuition, you will never choose wrong. Whichever pile you feel called towards, that is the pile you're meant to listen to. Or if you feel that you're being called towards multiple piles, it could be that there are messages for you from multiple piles. As I said, I'm going very loose with this reading, and I don't know the format which I'm following here. So we're just following universe's guidance, and I'm letting the messages come in, and I'm opening myself up as a channel for sending the messages forward to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and as always the timestamps will be given in the description below, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello my group 1, welcome to your reading. So you have the card of angelic protection, love that, and you have the blue lace agate. It's a beautiful, beautiful crystal. Anyway, let us check the cards which I have already pulled for you. So first let us take a look at the oracle cards which I have already pulled for you. These are for the end. Okay, so you have earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. You have breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You have the Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. You have the Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. And you have Stag, trust and thrive. Love that. Okay. Okay. Let us also take a look at the tarot cards which I have pulled for you. So you have the Seven of Fire. You have Queen of Air. You have the World card. Nice. I see. Okay, first off, I'll say that I always love whenever this unicorn shows up in any of the readings, because what it tells me is that you don't realize how precious you are yet. So in the traditional decks, this is the Seven of Wands, and it talks about you standing up towards you standing up to your oppressors or people who say that you cannot do something, and you're taking the high road. You know that fighting them or trying to change their judgment or change their opinion about something is not going to work, because, well, they are set in their own ways, and you're just going to waste your precious time if you spend all your time trying to convince them, telling them why this thing, whatever that it is that you're manifesting, is right for you. It could also be that brings me to the thought that maybe you told some people in your life, some people who are really close to, about what you're trying to manifest in your life. You expressed your manifestations to them, or what you're trying to manifest, or what you're trying to achieve in your life, and the very first thing which they gave you was their doubt. They were like, do you think you are good enough to be the CEO of a company? Or do you think you can run your own business? Do you think it's that easy to run your own business? Or do you think it's so easy to be an actor, or to be recruited by a big name or a big label to promote and be an actor? So but I can see that you have already taken the high road. You have already taken the high road with the Seven of Fire here. And another thing which is coming to my mind, and which I love about this card, is that there is this unicorn. So yes, while you know that you are aware of some of your capabilities and some of your magical skills and some of your abilities which you are born with, maybe your ability to manifest stuff, and you have already experienced some of those in the past. While that is true, but you don't even realize the universe is saying that, yet while you have done so much and you have come so much into awareness and you're so aligned in everything, but you still aren't aware of the true potential which you hold. And your true potential actually goes deeper than you are even aware of. Like the things which you have worked on in your past lifetimes and the skills which you bring forward from your past lives are amazing, but you're not even aware of those skills, the skill sets which you already possess. So it might be that you're still trying to, or you say that, for example, like let's say in your past lives you were this great teacher, but due to some traumas, due to some childhood traumas or whatever, you feel like you cannot be a good teacher. Maybe someone seeded that doubt in you, like, oh, you suck at teaching, right? Like nobody can understand what you're trying to say, because, well, you're not a good teacher because nobody is understanding what you're saying. And maybe you are like 5 years old at that time, but you took that upon you, and you thought, oh, I'm not a good teacher, and you absorb that into your reality, and you are like, okay, I'm not a good teacher. But spirit is saying that the fact is that in your past lifetimes you were this amazing teacher, to whom people would come to, okay, to whom people would rush to get their opinion, to be taught from them, to get their guidance and stuff, okay. So you were this wise person in your past incarnation. You were like this person. I feel like this person lies underneath you and you're not aware of the Queen of Air, which you already are. You are not aware of your own capabilities and the skills which are already there. And that is what universe is telling you. That is what the universe wants you to be aware of, that you are far more magical than you believe yourself to be. But again, at the same time, universe is really proud of the work which you have already done. Universe is really proud of the work which you have put in up until this particular moment, and all the things which you are trying to manifest. But universe is saying that you are not using your potential. You're not seeing yourself for who you really are. So it could be that maybe you're just dreaming to be it's like whatever you're dreaming for right now, it's not at par with what you deserve to dream for. Okay, like you, so the message, and I'm hearing it very clearly in my mind, is that you need to dream bigger. What universe is telling you is that you need to dream bigger. But the thing is, the definition of the big, okay, what is big to you right now is not even what universe has envisioned for you. Yeah, universe has greater plans for you than you can even imagine. Okay, and that is why it's almost as if universe is trying to block your manifestations right now. That is why universe is protecting you from getting your manifestations right now. It's almost as if like what you're manifesting right now, it's below your pay grade. Okay, that's quite literally the word which is coming to my mind now. Universe is another message for you, and that is kind of difficult because, but the word which I'm getting in my mind is hunted, especially with these two cards here, the stag and the fox, and even with the unicorn, because unicorns are very special, right? So yeah, unicorns exist in the realm of the imaginary. They are not real, but I can imagine that if they were real, they would be hunted. Okay, they would be hunted for their horns, and they would be hunted for their magical abilities and everything, because we cannot see something as beautiful as a unicorn or a fox or even a stag and not think about how we might be able to profit from them and not take them for what they are already offering. Wow. Okay, so, and this is difficult. This is a bit difficult for me, but because I can feel the hurt which you had to feel. So I feel like maybe in the past, okay, and maybe in the past you had some experiences which were not so good, and it's almost like you attracted the wrong attention. It's almost like you attracted the attention of wrong people and people who just wanted to use you for what they could get out of you, how you could benefit them. Because what this unicorn and the stag and the fox here are telling me is that you, my dear pile one, you are very magical. You have a light which a lot of people, many people in this world desire, which a lot of people in this world are looking for. But obviously the light is not there within everyone, but you just have this light about you. You just have this way about you which attracts people. It's almost like, you know, how insects are attracted to the light, and it is no fault of the light that the insects are attracted to the light. The light just shines because that's the nature of the light. And it's almost like you have the same nature. You have a nature of shining bright. You are just radiating. That's your nature. You radiate a lot of light, and so obviously people from all walks of life are attracted towards you. People come to you because the glimmer of that light, the glimmer of that hope which they see within you, that's not there in everyone. And whether they are ascended or not, whether they were aware or not, everyone can see that light, and that is why they feel drawn to you, and that is why they come to you. Like if you saw a unicorn, if I saw a unicorn tomorrow, obviously I would like to watch it. Obviously I wouldn't want to encroach on his territory, but then it's so beautiful. It's almost like I'll be transfixed by its beauty. And it's obviously so the message which I'm getting here is that similarly, maybe in the past you had people who came to your life just so they could get something out of you. Okay, it's like you're very prosperous, so you're making friends and they just want you for the money you have, or you you have a very helping nature, and people are coming to you for your help, and then as soon as that work is done, they forget about you. And these are just few examples which I'm giving, but the range is very wide, and I don't want to talk about everything, but I'm also getting a few of you, my dear, in the pile one. In this pile, if you have picked this pile, you have had to go through some difficult life experiences. You have had to go through some traumas, some wounds in the past. Maybe someone has tried to encroach on your territory, someone has tried to get inside your boundary, or somehow they have made you feel uncomfortable. And what Spirit wants me to tell you is that it is no fault of yours, okay? It is no fault of yours that you are so bright, that you trusted them. It is not your fault. It is not your fault that they mistreated you. It's not your fault. I can feel your pain, my dear pile one. So it's like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault is the word which I'm hearing again and again. It's not your fault that someone took advantage of you. It's not that you're too naive or you're too stupid or anything. It's not that you have something wrong about you. It's nothing like that. Because yeah, I know that you have seen your friends and none of them have the experiences which you have had in your life, but it's just because of that light. It's just because you have that light. But my dear pile one, you have to remember that yeah, those people might have come to you in the past, and because they saw your light, and it's like those insects who get attracted to light. But you know what happens to the insects when they get drawn to the light, or they get drawn to the fire? If you might have noticed that when the flies and similar insects, they go to the light and they try to get into the core of the light. It's almost like they want to eat the light up, because obviously they see something special about it and they just want to go inside the light. But eventually, obviously the light stays the same, but eventually they die, they fall away. And similarly, obviously, those people are out of your life. Those people who harmed you in the past, they are out of your life. And your spirit guides are telling me that they are here, and they are here offering you their protection. And they're really sorry for the things which you have had to go through. And they're really sorry for that. They're really sorry for the things which you had to go through. And they are telling you that you didn't deserve to go through all those things. You didn't deserve to go through all those experiences. But well, you did. And there's nothing which can be done about that now but healing. Okay? So, your spirit guides are telling you that they are protecting you and they are surrounding you with their light at this particular time, because they want you to heal, and they want you to overcome the traumas and the pains which you had to go through. And they're offering that healing, and they're offering that light to you with the medicine guardian, and with a lot of healing energies. And your spirit guides are telling you that if you're ever in a situation which really scares you, you can always visualize a white light. You can visualize a white light surrounding you, and you can call in your angel guides and they will come on you. And I'm also getting the name of Archangel Michael, and I feel like he's also standing beside you, and he is there to protect you. And for some reason, wow, my dear Pile One, for some reason, I feel like Archangel Michael might be one of your angels. He is one of your guardian angels. Wow. Spirit wanted me to give this message, so I had to give this to you. So what universe is telling you is that right now, what you need to do, right now, what you need to manifest, right now, what you need to manifest is healing of those past traumas, healing of those past wounds. And remember that it was not your fault. Whoever hurt you, or however they hurt you, it was not your fault. Okay, you didn't deserve that. And just because you it was them, they were the person who were at fault, and you trying to suppress this memory, or you trying to live in the fear, or trying to make yourself smaller than you really are, is not doing justice to your soul. So universe is telling you that you need to come out of this cycle with this world card here. You need to come out of this cycle, and you need to open yourself up to healing energies, because universe wants you to heal. Because when you heal, when those wounds and past traumas are healed, that is when you can come back, you can be more aligned to the life which you deserve to get, to the and that is one of the blocks, that is one of the things which is blocking your manifestations right now. Because somewhere deep down there is some guilt, there is some hurt, there is some pain which you're trying to hide, and some of you might even be trying to hide yourself in the shadows, because a fox is a creature of the night, right? And they, while they hunt other animals and smaller animals, rabbits and stuff, they, the fact is that they are also a prey, they're also a prey to bigger animals. And the sad thing is they're also hunted by humans for their fur, for their beauty. And same goes with the stag. I'm so sorry, my dear pile one, but this is I understand why this hurts, because it does hurt. But what universe is telling you is that you don't need to carry on this weight, you don't need to carry on the weight which your past inflicted on you any longer. Now, right now, what you need to do is release your past wounds and past fears. And while that might be a lot, that is what you need to do. So seek a therapist, seek a PTSD therapist, or anyone, a healer who might actually help you go through those wounds, and who might actually help you overcome that and come out of that on the other side of it. Because the thing is, if your heart is cracked, the things which universe is sending to you, you're not getting all the energies. It's almost like if the pot is cracked and you're trying to get water, or carry water with that pot, but then there is this huge crack which goes through the middle of the pot. So obviously by the time you reach your destination, half the water, or maybe even more of it, has already flown out because of those cracks. So those cracks need to heal. And what universe is telling you, that yes, while the wounds seem too big for you, the truth is that they can be healed, and universe wants you to really focus on healing those past wounds and those past traumas right now. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, it is difficult. I can feel it. Okay, so you also have the 3 of coins, you have the 10 of swords, you have the 9 of cups. I love that. Okay, so you see, spirit is actually communicating with you, and this is no coincidence that you actually came to this reading, because spirit wants you to get this message. Spirit wants you to know that yes, you can be healed. Those past traumas, these past wounds can be healed. Okay, so what spirit is telling you is that the first thing which you need to start manifesting right now is healing, because the healing energy is flowing towards you, and once you heal, you'll be able to go after your dreams and your desires with more power, because you will be able to realize your power, you'll be able to see your true potential, which you are not seeing right now. What your soul needs right now is a liberation from the pain which you have been carrying for so long. Okay, and right now universe is telling you that universe wants you to work on healing yourself, because when you do that, when you heal yourself, the queen of air which you are, your communication skills will improve, your intuition will improve, and you will become so much more persuasive. So people who are still doubting you, people who are still judging you, they'll be able to see how wise and how amazing you really are. And you are actually going to, it's like you are going to grow many folds. Okay, it's like you are going to level up. You're going to level up. You see how this is obviously the earth and this is the sun, but it's almost like you go to a higher reality, you level up and you go to a higher realm and you go to a higher reality, and where things are much easier for you to manifest, because you're trying to manifest the things from a lower plane right now, a pain where you're still hurting, where you're still trying to hide from your own wounds and from your own pains. That is why the things which you're trying to manifest, while you're putting so much of energy out there into the world with the breath of the cosmos, my will, thy will, micromanaging the universe can see that, universe can feel that you're putting so much of your effort and energy into this thing into this thing which you want to create in your life. And while universe acknowledges that, but the thing is, universe really is saying that first you have to make yourself ready to receive all those things. So universe is telling you that right now, even if universe give you all the things which you are asking for, all the things which you are trying to manifest in your life, the truth is that you won't be able to manage everything. Like, yeah, while you will learn with time, but then you are meant to have those things when you actually heal yourself, because when you get those things from a healed state, you'll be able to do the job in a much better way, and you won't repeat the mistakes which maybe some of your predecessors, some of the people who have done those things in the past, they did. So the first step to you getting your dreams, to get materializing those dreams and attracting those manifestations, is actually healing yourself from the past wounds and the past traumas. And universe is actually working with you for this healing. Okay, so let us take a look at some of the other cards which I have already pulled for you. So you have, I'll never get there, so I'll enjoy my journey. Okay, so it doesn't say that you won't get there. I'll read the backside. Okay, let me actually read the backside before we proceed further. So it says, you cannot ever get it done because you cannot ever cease to be, and you can never halt your awareness. Yet out of your awareness you will be born another asking, and each asking always summons another answering. Your eternal nature is one of expansion, and expansion is the potential for unspeakable joy. Love that. So what spirit is telling you is that, well, the spirit is telling you that you will never get there, because the thing is, there is never constant. Like, let's say if you're aiming to be a team leader at this point, and tomorrow you're a team leader, obviously you'll be aiming for the next thing. And once maybe you have become a CEO of the company, maybe you'll be aiming for more things. So you'll be aiming to be CEO of 2 companies or 2 corporations, or you'll also want to do this and that. So what spirit is telling you is that there is never an end to your goals and to your dreams and aspirations, because your nature is ever expanding. You're always growing, you're always expanding. So what universe wants you to do is focus. Okay, focus on enjoying the journey. That, yeah, it might be taking you a while to get there, to become the CEO of the firm or CEO of the corporation, but you will get there. So what is really important is that you enjoy your journey at the present. You enjoy every part of your journey, everything, every step that you're taking each day, every new thing that you do, every great thing which you do. So what spirit is telling you is that you need to start bringing in that fun in your day-to-day life. Okay, bring fun into your day-to-day life. Definitely focus on healing, but you really have to start enjoying what you're doing, because if you're constantly focused on how far you have to go, then all you are doing is you are bringing in more of that energy of distance. Okay, so the higher you go, you'll still feel like there is so much distance, there is still so much to do, there is still so, like, why is it taking so long? So instead of bringing in the impatience, you bring in patience, you bring in joy, you have fun with where you are right now. Then what happens? The manifestation actually speeds up. Okay, the manifestation actually speeds up. And I feel like this enjoying is also maybe something which you couldn't do, or which you didn't know much to do even as a child. So this is something you're bringing from your childhood. Bring that childlike joy. Okay, then you have, I now hold the key to creating my every desire. Love that. It is not possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and have it turn out badly, for the way you feel will tell you if you're allowing your natural well-being or not. Once you understand that the way you feel indicates your level of allowing or resisting, you now hold the key to creating everything you desire, anything you desire. This lines up so well with what I was telling you before, that it's really in allowing, really in having fun, really in having, enjoying every moment of what you are doing, that you will get to your end goal, which obviously, again, as Spirit said, it's never going to end, because when you get to your end goal, there's going to be another end goal for you, because you are ever expanding and you are ever creating. You're an expression of the universe, and as an expression of the universe, you're always growing, you're always expanding anything. Anyway, so Spirit is saying that you need to feel like it is not possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and have it turn out badly. That it is just not possible, that if you're feeling so great about where you are and enjoying your day every day, that the outcome is being bad. Like when you're enjoying, there is nothing, like the outcome would never be bad, because when you're having fun, when you are expressing joy to the universe, that's what you are attracting by the law of attraction. When you are having fun, when you are living your best life, when you're expressing joy and contentment every day, what universe says is that this person is so joyous. The universe feels your vibrations of joy and happiness and bliss, and universe sends you more of that. Basically, what I said, have fun and your results will materialize faster, and that is your key to creating I now hold the key to creating my every desire. So that is your key to creating all your desires and living the life of your dreams. And then I have for you, every subject is two subjects, wanted and not wanted. Wow, my neighbors are so loud. Every subject is really two subjects. There is that which you desire and the lack of it. Yes. Often, even when you believe you're thinking about something that you desire, you're actually thinking about the opposite of what you desire. Yes. So it's the same thing which I was talking to you about earlier, which I mentioned earlier, that when you're so focused on getting from point A to point B, and you're constantly thinking about, oh, it's taking so long for me to get to point B, I guess I'll just never get there. And all the other negative vibrations, all the other negative thoughts and ideas which come as a result of that thought, as a result of that weight and that impatience. So as a result of that, what happens is that when we are focusing more on the lack, more on our not being at point B, more on our not being at point B, what's happening is that we are just emphasizing to the universe that we are at point A. Okay, we are just telling the universe that we are at point A and not at point B. So what universe sees that, you are at point A, so I'll just keep you at point A. Instead, the shortcut, the easier route to it is you thinking, oh, like, I'm there. Okay, I'm there. Like, it's not, I'm there, I'm at point B. Every day I'm getting closer to point B. And you're focusing more on being at point B than being at point A. It's like, point B, it's so nice. Instead of thinking about, point A, Okay, so instead of being focused on point A, that you are, I'm at point A, I'm at point A, I'm at point B, I guess I'm never going to point B. Instead of focusing on that, you think nice things about point B. You think nice things about your journey, like, I'm having so much fun. Point B is so amazing. Like, I am living the best of my life because I'm at point B. So you start envisioning yourself at point B, and how will you act? How will your life change if you were at point B already today? So what I wanted to tell you is that you are at point B. Okay, there's hardly any distance, but the feeling which you're feeling, the feeling of lack which is coming in, is definitely because of that healing which needs to happen for some of you. Okay, so definitely focus on the healing, because when you focus on the healing, what the universe is sending you, your way will become so much easier, because then you won't be holding yourself back as you are right now. So that is the key. And of course, with manifestation, you have to get in the flow. So you focus on positive things, you focus on having fun. Okay, I hope that made sense. If you need any clarification, if you have any questions which you would like me to follow up on, or if you have any questions which you would like some clarification on, do leave your questions in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Okay, so that, my dear pile one, was your reading. I hope this made some sense to you. I know a lot of messages came out from this pile, but remember, my dear pile one, you are the queen of air. So thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your energy. Thank you for listening to me babble for so long. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And as I said, like, if you have anything which you would like some clarification on, do leave your questions in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll see you the next time. Hello my group 2, welcome to your reading. So for you, we have the card of take charge and action. I see. And you also have the turquoise crystal. So what this is telling me is that there could be some throat chakra blockages, okay? And maybe you need to clear up that chakra. So your expression might actually be blocked at this particular moment. But before diving deeper into that, let's just take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Oh, love that. Okay, then we have messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay, we also have drum, dream and journey. That's gorgeous. We have arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. And you have Lord, oh my god, take charge and authority. So there's definitely this message about taking charge and authority, I see, which is going on for you. Okay, let us actually take a look at your tarot cards first. You have the 8 of coins. You have priestess. Love that. You have the wheel of fortune. I love that. Okay. I see. Okay, so do you see how, I don't know, like whenever the drum card shows up for me, I always feel like it really echoes, right? It really looks like the wheel of fortune to me for some reason. You can, I don't know if you see the similarities to it, but I always feel like it's talking about the wheel of fortune. And also it says about dreaming and journeying. It emphasizes it puts emphasis on that. So what I feel happening for you, first of all, you have this message twice about taking charge and action. So I definitely feel like what it's telling me is that you don't realize the power which you hold. Yeah, you don't realize the power which you hold. Maybe you like to take the back seat and you don't like to take action and charge. Maybe because you feel that you're not wise enough to lead, or that you're not good enough to be a leader. Maybe you just like being behind the scenes and you just don't like the energy of conflict and then everyone coming to you with their problems, and so you content yourself with staying behind the scenes, with walking behind the scenes. But what I can see is that you're definitely a hard worker with the 8 of coins here. Okay, I feel like, yeah, you're definitely happier staying behind the scenes, doing the things behind the scenes, even with the priestess energy here particularly. So you have a lot of wisdom and you have a lot of vision, but then you're doing everything behind the scenes. So it's like that serious advisor energy which I'm getting here. And what the spirit is telling you is that it's time for you to take charge and authority, because you have a more important, you have a more significant role to play than you're playing right now. Yes, all that you're doing is well and good, but the wheel of fortune is actually turning, and the wheel of fortune is telling you again to take charge and action. Okay, it's asking you to take charge with authority, that it's time for you to make your voice heard, to make your opinions be heard. So if you feel like, that if you put your voice out there, if you put your opinions out there, nobody is going to listen to them, or people would just like, why should anyone listen to me, and people would just dismiss them. And maybe it could even be putting your voice, just making your opinion know about a particular thing which might be happening. Okay, but what I really see happening for you, my dear pile 2, is that there is this action, there is this energy that you need to step up. You need to step up your game. So maybe you're not really in alignment right now. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. You're not exactly in alignment right now, and spirit is telling you to get into alignment. Yeah, you're doing great, you're doing amazing, but you don't realize the potential which you're holding, is what spirit is telling you. And part of that, and part of the reason why you don't believe in your abilities, and part of the reason why you don't see yourself as the lord, as the authority or someone, is because maybe in the past others told you that, others seeded their doubts in you. Okay, it's like when you were trying to get your voice heard, when you were trying to get your opinion known at your home, maybe the seniors at your home just dismissed you. They were like, okay, shut up, don't talk about it. Like when elders talk, kids shouldn't talk in between, and stuff like that. Like, we're talking, why, who asked for your opinion, and stuff like that. And because due to those, even though you were actually, even at that stage, even when you were a kid, you were much more wiser than the adults around you. Okay, you had a deep relaxed wisdom about you. You have a deep, very penetrating wisdom about you. Okay, it's like, I don't know, this cow here, you see, like, she looks so gentle, and she looks like, like, she looks very timid, and she looks very humble, and like as if she knows nothing. But the truth is that she is very wise, she's very intelligent. Cows have this deep understanding, cows have this deep consciousness about them. And while we might not think about them that every day, okay, but the reality is cows provide so much to the society and to the world in general. Their manure, it's used as organic fertilizers. Obviously they are slaughtered for their meat, and I'm not talking about the moral implications here, whether that's right or wrong and stuff like that. I'm just stating basic facts. And even their milk is used by humans, their milk is consumed by humans, and a lot of dairy products are also derived from the milk which they give us. So it's almost like if they were wiped out of existence tomorrow, if tomorrow all the cows were to die in the world, the world would collapse. The world would have a serious existential crisis. They would be lost. They wouldn't know how to manage the gap. And I'm not talking about the moral implications about vegetarianism, about non-vegetarianism, and I'm not talking about veganism or anything like that, because this reading is not about that. This reading is not about food choices and our food choices. So, but this is I'm just talking about the values which cows provide. And the animal cow is also very intelligent. They have a deep emotional intelligence. They're like a big version of dogs. If And that's something which I've heard from people who have like pet cows, who have cows in their homes, and they raise cows, and people like that. And I have just learned this from them, and that if some member of the family, they fall sick or something, the cow would know, and they would behave accordingly. They would know, and they would shed tears and stuff. So they have that deep intelligence. And at the same time, they have this quiet authority about them. There is this quiet gravity about them. They're not on your face. They don't yell, they don't shout, they don't stomp around. They're very silent, they're very quiet, and they just take up the space which they need. And they are not trying to overexert themselves. They're not trying to overimpose themselves on anyone. They I just Their energy is speaking to me very much in this very reading. So I feel like for a lot of you, cows might be your spirit animal at this particular moment. And I feel like that is very much your energy. You're playing such a significant role. And just because you are not making yourself known, you're not putting yourself out there into the world, and you're not too loud, and you're not on the face, people actually dismiss you. People even don't recognize you for the wisdom and the skills and the deep wisdom and the talents which you possess and the qualities which you possess. Like, as I said, like, maybe at a young age you were dismissed by your parents, like, stop talking. Like, why would you talk when it's our discussion? Why are you poking your nose into it? Go to your room, study. That kind of energy. But then, even then, you had a deeper wisdom. Even with the sea, you also have an owl here. You had such a deep wisdom even at that time. And the people around you didn't recognize you because you have this calm, this quiet energy about you. Okay, but what spirit is telling you that it is time for you to step up, because when you step up, when you are in charge and you call the shots and you make the authoritative decisions, what actually happens is that you are able to make the decisions from a place which the world requires right now. You can make those decisions with compassion, you can make those decisions with wisdom and light, which the world lacks right now. And you have the deep seated wisdom about you, you have that clarity, and you know exactly the, like, even when people have to make difficult decisions, you know which is the right decision which has to be made. And you know that intellectually, you know that instinctively. That is your intuition guiding you throughout. When you are playing behind the roles, when you are playing your part behind the roles, spirit is saying is that obviously that is to be spirit recognizes that, spirit sees that you are playing such a great role behind the scenes, you're providing so much of value to the world. And even though the world might not realize it, just like the cow, the world might not realize it, but you are, with your gentleness, with your kindness, with your wisdom and everything. So, and so what spirit is telling you right now is that the need of the world right now is that you step up and you start taking those leadership roles. You start taking those leadership roles because that is what the world lacks now. The people who are in leadership roles right now, like, not all of them have an activated heart chakra, which you have. Okay, you have a very activated heart chakra. Like, if you look at this diagram here, it's a pink chakra, obviously. It's also looking like a heart chakra to me right now, and I can see the rose here, or it looks like a rose to me for your reading. And there's just this gentleness and kindness to you. And so when you become a leader, and spirit really wants me to emphasize this, spirit really wants me to put emphasis on this, because you don't realize, okay, you don't realize that why you should be a leader. Like, yeah, you're comfortable being behind the scenes and doing your part and giving wisdom when asked for that and everything, but even deep down, even in your soul, there is that deep desire to be recognized, there is that deep desire to be recognized. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are projectors. Let me know if you all are projectors, if you know your human design. Okay, so getting back into the reading, so as I was saying, spirit really wants me to put an emphasis on this, that you need to step up and take this leadership role, because this is what the world needs now. So spirit is actually telling you to start using the law of manifestation, to start using the law of attraction, because when you use the law of attraction, you're using that from a point where there is no selfishness. You are doing the right things. It's the concept of dharma. Okay, you are asking for the things which are right, which are just, and it's like doing your duties and your taking of your responsibilities and executing your responsibilities. And so the concept of dharma actually talks about doing what we need to do at that particular stage of our life, making the right decisions at those stages of our life. So it has nothing to do with religion, even though most people, even in India, when they hear the term dharma, they think it's talking about religion, but it has nothing to do with religion. Dharma talks about the role which we are playing. So when we are playing the role of a father to our kids, we have to do justice to that role. At that time, we cannot be the kid and we cannot be the immature one. We have to be the father and give good advice to the kids, be a good role model to our kids. But then when we are a husband, then we have to play the role of a husband to our wives, or to our husbands, okay, to our partners. It's about the role which we are playing at that particular point. So, what Spirit is telling me is that right now you need to step up and step into the role of a leader, okay? Because you are a cosmic messenger. You are a cosmic messenger and you are playing a deep role in bringing those knowledges from the upper realms, from the spirit realms. Okay, I feel like this pile is very, very spiritual, with the high priestess and the eight of pentacles here. And so it's time for you to step up and come out into the light, come out of the shadows, because yes, you have been giving your energy, yes, you have been providing, yes, you have been guiding the world with your deep seated presence, with your presence behind the scenes and guiding other people forward. But what you need to do right now is make yourself known, because I feel like you have a bigger role to play with the Lord card here. It's about taking action. You have a much bigger role to play than what you are playing right now. You have been chosen by the spirits, you have been chosen as a messenger. So it also says, yeah, see, serious energy bringing harmony and balance. So you are playing. I'm actually going to pull the book and read this card to you, because I feel that is very significant for your reading. Yeah. So 92. Okay, you're part of a lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of this planet, to returning time and again to seed the light. Exactly what I was talking to you about. That you are bringing in the light to seed the light. The crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascendant masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we are all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within all of us. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony, because between the masculine and feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on earth. Think of the whales traveling through the globe, sharing love through their healing vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It is a resurgence of the sacred within us, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your own life. The ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. So there is a starseed soul inquiry, and it's asking, how are you being called to bring harmony to your life or the planet? How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? So I'm telling you, the universe is telling you very loudly that you have a bigger role to play. So it's time for you to come out. It's time for you to come out from behind the scenes and actually take charge and action. That is why we got this card twice. Okay, let us also take a look. I have 3 more cards for you, and you have the 7 of Earth, you have transformation, and you have strength. You know what is so funny to me is that in the 7 of Earth, it looks like this dude here is just looking at this dude here. So I feel like this is really a reconfirmation, another confirmation that this is what the whole reading is about you stepping up, about you taking charge, about you taking action, about you deciding whether you want to walk the same path or whether you want to change the path which you are walking on. But with the transformation card, what spirit is telling you again is that you need to change. Okay, the energies which you have, those energies are seeking to be transformed. From behind the scenes, your whole role is seeking to be transformed. Universe wants you to transform your energy and to step out and be this person. Because you see, in the strength card, we have actually, ouch, my kitten is playing with my toes. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, so transformation and strength, yes, exactly, we were talking about strength. So the strength card here talks about facing our fears, facing our own fears and our own insecurities and our own limitations which we hold in our own soul about ourselves, and then overcoming them, about taming them, okay, and knowing when to use our weaknesses and how to use our weaknesses, okay, knowing when to use our fears. Like, every emotion serves a purpose. Every emotion serves a purpose, and you know that you're probably one of those few people who recognize that even fear has a purpose. Even sometimes it's not about restriction, and sometimes it's also about survival. But all the but I feel like you have that. You are already aware of the sacredness of all the emotions. So what spirit is again telling you is that yes, you're aware of this balance. You're aware of this need for everything in this world. You're aware of this need, but what the world needs you is to actually use what you know to take your wisdom and put it out there. Okay, it's like you becoming the teacher, it's like you becoming the reformer, it's like you becoming the wisdom giver, it's like you taking the role of a leadership and becoming that wise leader, whatever fits to you. Okay, because when you do that, when you express your wisdom out, when you give your opinions, and when you put your light out, what actually happens is that the light goes through people. Okay, and not everyone will be able to absorb that. that is never the that is never the case, right? Like, if not everyone will be able to get your wisdom, not everyone will be able to understand what you're saying, because you're not for everyone. That was never the intention, that was never the goal. Okay, it's not like you have to take over the world or anything, because stepping up as a leader and stepping out doesn't mean that you have to go and become the next Hitler, obviously. And I know you understand that, but I'm still going to put it out forward because this is a generalized reading, so I'm just going to give a few examples. So a leader can be someone who takes the lead, right? So it can range from someone being a team leader who leads his team, to the CEO of a company, or having your own business. You could be an entrepreneur, so that way you'll be a leader. You can also be a content creator and be a leader, because your ideas, your thoughts, and stuff, your ideas and your vibrations go out through your work. So it doesn't necessarily just mean being a leader in the conventional way, but also in the non-conventional way. Okay, so it will look like different things from for different people. But I feel like more than a leader, it's less about being a CEO. Like, obviously you can be a CEO if that's what you feel is your calling, but I feel like it's less about that and more about you bringing that divine intelligence, you bringing that divine light into the world, and seeding that into this world, because the world needs more of that. The world needs more of that light, and you are one of the light bringers, you are one of the light seeders, as I call them. And you're meant to come here, and you're meant to come here and bring that light in, and you're meant to seed that light. Because when you seed the light, because when you see the light, and I love this concept, when you see the light grows, right? The tree of the light grows, and that brings in more light. That means pollination is going to happen. Other people are going to come across this tree and take that fruit of light, and then maybe plant the seed elsewhere. So it's like, when you take up your role, when you take up the mantle, and you become who you were always meant to be, and you don't hide your light, you don't stay behind the scenes necessarily just because you don't want to be recognized, or just because you don't want that attention, because right now you're playing a very important role. And that role, that is why the universe is asking you to use the law of manifestation and the law of attraction, and use it to spread your light. Use it to spread your light. So spirit is telling you that it's time for a transformation, it's time for you to step out, it's time for you to come out of what you have known so far in your life, and choose a new way of being, choose a new path. The feelings, the emotions, all the things which all the work which you have done on yourself, that needs to be cast out, that needs to be expressed. Because when the world knows that this thing can be viewed in also that angle, they will know. That's how they get the wisdom which you have. Because right now, yeah, your wisdom is reaching a few people, but what spirit is telling you is that it needs to reach millions, because you are playing the sacred role of a messenger. Wow. I love that. And I feel so honored to be doing this reading for you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Okay, so you also have every reality has been focused by someone into being. Yes, you were taught to face reality before you knew you were creating reality. Do not face reality unless it is the reality you want to create. For any reality only exists because someone has focused it into being. Those statistics about your experiences and others are not about any hard and fast now reality. Wow. I want to put these unwanted ingredients in my pie. And it says, imagine yourself as a chef in an extremely well stocked kitchen and where there are many ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation, but you feel no discomfort about their existence. You simply utilize the ingredients that will enhance your creation, and you leave the ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation out of your pie. Exactly. So you have always have the choice. Okay, I can accept myself as a vibrational being. Yes, once you begin to accept yourself as a vibrational being who attracts all things that come into your experience, once you understand the correlation between what you are thinking and feeling and what you're receiving, you will then hold the keys to get from wherever you are to wherever you want to be on all subjects. Yes. Okay, so what this is saying is that every reality has been focused into being by someone, right? So spirit is telling you that you need to start using the law of manifestation, you need to start using the law of attraction to create this new reality, to create this new reality where a lot of healing is happening, where a lot of positivity is flowing in. Because what is happening as a leader, when you create this reality, when you start creating this reality for your viewers, for your audience, for your students, it also becomes their reality. And this new reality which only you can create and you have the power to create, and God has given you, or the universe has given you, those powers to create that reality, and the responsibility of creating that reality in order to spread the light, in order to seed the light, that in itself is going to bring light to so many more people. Because when when your students, when you people who you come in contact with, and when you tell them about your ideas and about your visions, you also got this visionary card, right, about your visions and everything. Some of them will take the idea, not everyone. Okay, it's never about converting everyone, it's about you giving forward what you know is right, you giving forward what comes from your heart. Because as I said, as spirit is saying that you are a very gentle soul, and you need to put that gentleness, you need to put that love out there into the world, and the world needs more of that. But first, for that, you have to accept yourself as a vibrational being, that yes, you can make changes, you can change and you can transform lives, and you can change societies. So spirit is really trying telling you that you need to start accepting yourself as a vibrational being first, and then you build that pie, then you build that thing which where you are talking. Okay, this person looks like he's giving a speech from maybe a stage or something, but he still looks like he's behind the curtains. But here everyone is seeing him. Okay, everyone is seeing this person. So first you accept yourself as a vibrational being, and then you realize that you are the one creating this thing. You're the master creator of your own reality, and in your own reality you're giving forward that light, the things which you know, you're passing it on, you're making it known, you're spreading it to your students, you're spreading it to your viewers, you're spreading it to your audience. And some people will obviously reject you. Okay, and but some people will see the truth, and some people will see the sense, and some people will see the light in those things, and those people will align themselves to that reality, and that thing, that great thing which you are creating, by stepping up and taking authority, that thing is spreading. So spirit is really telling you for to step up and take action, to come into that leadership role, because you were always meant to be a leader. You were never meant to be behind the scenes. You were always meant to be heard, you were always meant to be seen. And you For that, first you have to recognize your own power. So spirit is telling you, recognize your own power. Come in touch with yourself, because when you open your heart chakra and things flow from your heart chakra, you become the person who people come to for their wisdom, and as a result of that your wisdom also increases. So you're also evolving as a person because of the wisdom which you're giving forward, and the people who are coming in touch with you, they're getting more of that light and they're also evolving. And again, because they're evolving, and you, by the law of karma, because you are helping them evolve, you are evolving even more by helping them evolve. And so as that, and due to that, you evolve. I hope that made sense. Okay, so that was the message which I was getting for you, my dear pile 2. Really, that is why you got this turquoise, because this talks about expression, that you need to put your voice out there. You need to be heard, and you need to start putting it out there. There's so many platforms nowadays. You can start podcasting, you can create your new YouTube channel, and it doesn't matter how many followers you get. If someone comes across your page and they get something of value, then you would have done your job. It's never about you reaching the heights. And I'm sure, and spirit is telling me that you recognize that it is not about you reaching the top of this world. It is more about you evolving as a person, as a soul, and you giving and you spreading the light forward to more people. Okay, so that was it for your reading. If it made sense to you, if it resonated with you, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I would like to add that if you would like clarification or on anything which I've said here in this reading, you can ask your questions in the comment section, or you can even email me. My email ID will be given in the description, so feel free to ask me any follow-up questions which you would like to talk about or discuss, or if you have any follow-up questions, then I'll be glad to help you get more clarity on that subject. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you the next time. Hello my group 3, welcome to your reading. So you have the cat's eye, I don't know, yeah, it's a beautiful piece. And you have take a step back. So let's see what the rest of your cards are talking about. So you have, I'm sorry, defenselessness, writing past wrongs, and uprooting, activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. Yeah. Then you have direction, guardian, choose your path. Interesting. You have druid, hold the space. And you have fire guardian, ignite your passions. Let's also check the tarot cards which I pulled for you. So you have the alchemist. You have 9 of swords. You have 7 of swords. I see. So first of all, what I see for you is that there is this entrapment in your mind. Okay, you're very trapped in your mind. Okay, maybe your thoughts are going ahead of you and you're not able to control your thoughts, which is why, and that is the law of attraction message for you. That is the law of attraction message for you. That is the manifestation guidance which you need. That right now, what the thoughts that are going out of you, the thoughts which you're trying to project into the world, yeah, is actually not following any direction. Okay, they are haywire and they are all over the place. Like you want this and you want that and you want this and you want forgiveness from this person, and then you want something else from this person, and you also want, like, your thoughts are very confused at this particular time. And I feel like it's almost like your thoughts are blocking you in. Your thoughts are caging you in because you're not able to come out of your thoughts. You're not able to come out of the shadow of your thoughts. And usually they take you deep, deep and down. And then you come up with this feeling of anxiety and this feeling of being trapped here forever, and this feeling of maybe betrayal and nothing being good enough for you, and that nothing ever works for you, and things like that. And I feel like a lot of you might also be having recurring nightmares, and maybe you are also insomniac and not able to sleep properly at night. Okay. And obviously, again, when you want to sleep, it's like your brain suddenly gets activated, and it goes haywire. It's going in 10,000 different directions, and you don't know how to control your thoughts, and you don't know how to put them in one proper direction. So what spirit is telling you, first of all, is that you need to choose a direction. You have to gather all your thoughts and then project towards towards the direction where you want the things from. Because if you want things from, like, here and also here and then there, like, okay, like also up and also down, and it's all over the place, so universe doesn't know what you're actually asking for, which is why you're getting a mixed bag of things, because that's what universe thinks you need. But what you need to do right now is, that is why you got the card of take a step back. To take a step back, detach yourself from the situation. I know it's not easy for you. I feel like a lot of you are probably air signs, so you might have prominent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements in your chart. So it is difficult for you to shut your brain up, and your brain right now is going all over the place. Okay, you're not able to control your thoughts, you're not able to get a direction. And it could even be like, I have a Gemini best friend, and she told me once that it's like she has like 10,000 different voices in her head, and they're all having their own discussions, and they're all having their own dramas and their own arguments. So it's really difficult for her to quiet her mind down. So it's like when it quietens down, it's like, why is there silence? Why is there a silence there? Okay. And it's like the thoughts, they don't have any direction. She doesn't know what the 10,000 voices are talking about, but then at the same time, when they're not there, she misses them. So again, with this card here, I'm also feeling the same Gemini energy here, that the thoughts are all over the place and you don't know the direction which you're aiming for. So first of all, spirit is telling you that you need to gain that clarity. Okay, what are you trying to hide from? What are the feelings which you're trying to hide from? Because there is something which is bothering you. There are some fears, there is some guilt which is there within you, and spirit is telling me that you're not able to get the clarity. It's because of all those feelings which are trapped down within you. Okay, it's all the feelings of, it's all the fear, it's all the guilt, and it's all sadness and hopelessness, and then also you have passion and everything. So it's a mixed bag of feelings. So there is a lack of clarity even within you, and maybe that's why you feel kind of lost at this particular moment. Okay, you feel kind of trapped at this particular moment. But what spirit is telling you is that you need to bring is this first here, take a step back. You need to bring some water element to it. You need to feel your feelings. Okay, you cannot just think through your feelings, you also have to feel your feelings. And yes, it might feel a lot, but then trying to ignore them forever is not doing you any justice. Trying to ignore them forever is not helping you. Also, seek the help of a medical practitioner or a trauma therapist or a therapist if you feel like there is a lot in your mind and is just not being resolved. Okay, you're just not getting clarity, and there is a lot of guilt and fear and everything. Definitely seek the help of a therapist is the message which is coming to you. And I got this from this druid guy over here. Okay, that sometimes you have to seek the help of someone who has a clearer vision than you have. Sometimes you have to detach yourself from the role where you cannot go to others about maybe certain things. You have to detach yourself from the things and look at things from an external view. Okay, so there is this interesting example which came to my head. And it was about, like this one particular scene. I heard someone on YouTube Shorts saying the same thing. I forgot to save the video, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been really nice to be able to link that. But I'll see if I can find that. Anyway, so he was talking about that there was a scene in Friends where Ross had worn this leather pants, and they were like super tight and they were super uncomfortable. And then obviously he went into the bathroom, and then took them off, and then he was trying to relax his legs a bit, and he added water, and then he added powder, but then of course he couldn't get the pants back on. And then I guess his date was waiting on the other side of the door, and so it was like how does he leave the bathroom without his pants, or how does he even put them on? So there was and it was such a funny scene. I remember I laughed my heart out. Okay, I laughed like crazy at that particular scene. But, and this is the thing which he also talked about, like, but imagine you are Ross in that situation. Like, you have worn this leather pants to impress your date, but then they're all hot and they're super tight, and now you feel like you're dying and your legs cannot breathe, and so you go to the bathroom and you pull them down and you try to have some air between your legs, and then your pants won't come up, and then your date is waiting on the other side of the door. What do I do? What do I do? Right? So we can feel the panic, right? When we are the character, when we are there, when we are zoomed in. So that is what Spirit is telling you right now, that you need to zoom out a bit. Okay, you need to take a step back and observe everything from a distance. And I know it's not easy, it takes practice and it takes a lot, but Spirit is telling you to be a little detached. Observe yourself, okay? Not just live your life, but also become the observer of your life. Try to view your life from an external viewpoint. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is the message which I'm getting, that you have to take a step back. And also this is a time for you to do some healing work. Okay, there is some anger, there is some sadness which you are holding, there is some negative feelings which you are holding. Okay, there is some anger also. Yeah, anger against maybe people who have done certain wronged you in the past, and you're like, I'm never going to forgive them, and because they were never sorry for what they did. And I get that, but Spirit is telling you is that okay, you have to take a step back and really work on those feelings, because when we are not forgiving one person or two persons, when we don't want to forgive someone, it's also what actually happens is that we end up carrying a lot of weight, and forgiveness actually gives us liberty. And that is one of the messages which I was getting for your pile. Okay, so with the Alchemist card here, Spirit is really talking about balance, about the importance of finding that balance, about knowing, about having the awareness that you are the one who can control your thoughts. Okay, I know at this particular point maybe it seems crazy to you and it appears crazy to you, because you feel like your thoughts are all over the place and you cannot control them. So it's almost like your mind is running on a tangent of its own, and you have no leash over your mind and you have no control over your mind. But Spirit is telling you that is because you have lost the awareness there, that you are actually in control of your mind. You are not your thoughts, you are the soul. And as a soul, you always have power over your thoughts. You can take control of your thoughts. You can take charge of your thoughts. You see how in this 9 of Wands, this person is surrounded by all the swords and they look so sad and they look so down and low. But in the 7 of Swords, it's almost like they have learned how to balance all the swords. They have learned how to use their thoughts, and they're actually smiling. Okay, I know this is a card of thievery and all, but I also feel like here in this particular instance is also talking about you gaining the control of your own mind, and you being able to lift those words up or down or send them left or right as and when you need it. Because when you are not in control of your mind, you're not in control of your manifestations. So the things which you might be trying to manifest, are all over the place, and so universe is not able to deliver them to you. And in order to deliver them to you, first you have to work on resolving those thoughts, get clarity of over your own thoughts. Okay. Whew. Also, sometimes when you get that inner feeling, when you get that inner knowing, and when you're not too consumed by your thoughts, try to follow that intuition. Like, what is that intuition telling you? Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, it could be about, getting back at someone and proving someone wrong. And there is just this energy of which also involves other people. So spirit is telling you that you can only manifest the things which are directly related to you. When you're trying to manifest things which are also related to others, have my crush love me back, and have my have my ex text me back, have my ex back in my life, what you're actually trying to do is that is called manipulation. That is not law of attraction, that is the law of manipulation. And universe is telling you that you are better than this. Okay, you are better than this, and you don't manipulate, because you might have been manipulated in the past and you know what that energy is. And as an aware soul, you don't do that. So my dear pile 3, first of all, I know like there is a lot of wrong information over the internet about manifestation and law of attraction, and there are a lot of pages who are like so blatantly wrong about the law of attraction and law of manifestation. I'm not naming any names, but I know there are people and there are pages who talk about getting back at your ex. But then spirit is telling you is that whenever another person is being involved, is being pulled in to a manifestation process, okay, what we are actually doing is manipulation, right? So it can even be for your child. Let's say I'm trying to manifest that my child aces his class, my child tops his class, but then even that is manipulation, because I cannot use the law of attraction which I'm supposed to use in my life for my child's life. My child is a child and he has his own abilities and he has his own consciousness and he has his own aura, and I shouldn't penetrate on his aura. Like, yeah, it was done with good intentions, it was done with great intentions. Spirit does not doubt that, which is why you're in this, which is why you have been drawn to this reading, and which is why you are actually watching this reading. Okay, but spirit is telling you that you need to gain clarity about these things, because maybe the places, the people who you were following, okay, the pages who you were following, the gurus who you were following, they are not themselves as aware as they thought of themselves to be. So first of all, seek out better teachers. Seek out better teachers, seek out people who are actually divinely guided and not misguided. Okay, and you will know, spirit is telling you that you will know, because you have a deep wisdom about you. You have a deep wisdom about you, and things cannot hide from the deep wisdom which is within you. But it's when you don't trust that wisdom within you, it's when you don't trust that intuition, that instinct within you, that's when we make all the mistakes. That's when we are all over the place and we are trying to manifest things which are causing us to become more trapped. So spirit is telling you that trust where you're being led. If something is not coming into you, if something is not happening for you, if something is not materializing for you, it is also a redirection. It's also a protection from your angel guides. Okay, it's also a protection from your angel guides, because they don't want you to get certain things which are not actually good for you. Let's say you got your ex back. I don't know why that example is coming to my head again and again and again. Let's say you got your ex back. Like, what is the purpose for that? Like, what do you even intend to do with that? Obviously that person didn't value you, or that person didn't love you enough, or maybe he cheated upon you, or she cheated upon you, or they cheated upon you. But the relationship didn't work in the past because there was something wrong. And the reason it didn't work is because it was meant to teach you a certain lesson. That person was in your life as a messenger and not as a partner, which is why they gave the message which they had to give and they left. And now trying to get back at them, or trying to get them back into our lives, is not conducive to our own growth, is not conducive to our own development. So when things are not materializing, when things are not happening, it's because spirit is actually protecting you. Even with the cat's eye here, yeah, I feel like spirit is protecting you from some of those negative karmic repercussions from happening. So spirit is telling you to take a step back and really think about what you actually want to achieve, right? So let's say, again, coming back to, no, okay, let's go to the kid topping their class. So let's say my kid tops his class, okay, and then he gets a boost to his morale and everything. But at the same time, my kid would know that he has not worked hard enough to top his class. So even the next year, he's still flunking. So he's still not doing the work in the proper way. Not he's still not working hard at his studies. He's still not doing his best, and now he thinks that, yeah, he's very smart, so he can ace even without giving it any effort. And let's say he aces again. All right, he tops his class again. Then what happens the next year? He becomes even more callous. He becomes even more reckless with his studies. Okay, he becomes even more carefree, and he's like, yeah, I don't even need to study, I'm that smart. And then your law of attraction, the law of manifestation, can only work for so long, but in the long run, you are just harming your kid, because now your kid believes that they don't have to study and they're too smart for even school, and that they can ace any exam, ace any test without studying, without understanding anything, without even putting in any effort. And that just gives them that arrogance and that ego, and obviously that is not conducive to their own growth and development. So spirit is telling you is that you have to first gain clarity about the objectives, why you're trying to manifest what you're trying to manifest. Because when the things which you are trying to manifest are actually in alignment with what you need to manifest, they will be manifested into your lives. Okay, that is the message which I'm getting for you. Let us take a look at the rest of your cards. Ooh, you have the Two of Fire, you have Seven of Water, you have Seven of Air. Okay, so what I see here is that with the Two of Fire, spirit is asking you to go forward in the direction which you are creating for yourself. Okay, it is about going, it does not involve anyone else. It's about you being true to your own energy, you being true to yourself, and mapping out mapping out the path which you want to travel, and going on that journey to where you're being called to. Yeah, even with the powerful ley lines, you have that energy of being, that you might have been called to, like you feel called to, drawn to certain places. And it's because those places have some answers for you, those places have some value to you, and your soul, your spirit recognizes that, and that is why you feel the pull towards those places. So spirit is telling you to map out your own journey, set out on this journey on your own, and find what it is that you actually want to manifest. What is it which you are actually manifesting, and why are you manifesting that? Okay, because when you start using the law of attraction to uplift your life, to live the best of your life, because that is what you deserve, and you realize that, okay, like you are using the manifestation, you are using the law of attraction to live your best life, and it does not include anyone else. Okay, you are not using the manifestation to bring any other person in your life, because the reality is, the truth is, you are complete in yourself. And you have so much of love and tenderness within you, but it is lost. Okay, you can't feel that all the times, because obviously the anxiety, the impatience, the anger, the frustration, and everything comes up and takes their place. So what spirit is telling me is that your spirit guides want you to know that a lot of clarity is actually coming towards you. Okay, so first you have to let go and trust that whatever's happening, whatever is coming to you, is for the best, that you only attract the best things in your life, that you only attract the things which you need and your soul needs in order to grow. And it is not about anyone else, it's not about anyone else living their best lives, it's about you living your best life, it's about you living the life of your dreams. And it doesn't involve anyone else, it just involves you, it just takes you to dream this dream. And spirit is telling you that whatever you can envision, whatever you can dream of, you can create. So spirit is telling you is that start believing in your own, on your inner self. Because a lot of times when we are trying to get back at someone, or we are trying to get our ex back, or trying to make someone jealous about our own success and stuff like that, it's just because we want some sort of attention, some sort of acknowledgement, some sort of recognition from them. And that is why we want those people to feel a certain way about us, because we feel that they have not recognized our soul, and that is why it hurts, that is why it hurts so bad. So spirit is telling you to release all those feelings, to release all those things, because what you deserve is peace and quiet and love and alignment. Okay, you deserve to feel the best of all the feelings, and you deserve to feel everything in its highest form, its highest quality. So know that whichever thing which is not in your life right now, those things are not in your life because you deserve better things. All the wrong things, they have been taken out of your life by spirit, by your spirit guides. And while it hurts, it does hurt, even your spirit guides recognize that it hurts, but it is also a necessary omission which had to be done for you to realize that you deserve better, that you deserve the best of everything. Okay, and that the life which you can dream of, you can live that life. The life which you're dreaming of, you can live that life, but that does not involve that particular person, that does not involve that particular job. You focus on attracting only what you want. Okay, focus, believe that you're attracting the job which is just right for you, the house which is just right for you, the partner who is just right for you. Instead of trying to attract anyone in particular, because usually what happens is that our focus our intentional focus and our manifestations and our dreams, what we can envision for ourselves, is nothing compared to what spirit is actually envisioning for us. Because it's like they are seeing us at 100, but we are just seeing us at like 5 or something, and so we think that, oh, we should just settle for 5 because that's the best which we can get. But what spirit is telling you is that you deserve 100, or maybe you even deserve 1,000. So why are you settling for 5? That is not what you deserve. You deserve 100 and 1,000 and 10,000 and even more. So focus on, so when you're trying to manifest, when you're trying to use the law of attraction, instead of saying that, oh, I'm working for this particular enterprise, or I am, my crush loves me back, or my crush who is this person loves me back, instead of manifesting, instead of scripting all that, you manifest that I am creating the life of my dreams. I am attracting the job which is just right for me, which recognizes my skills, my abilities, and pays me handsomely, and helps me live a life with healthy work-life balance. Or that I'm attracting the person who is the perfect partner for me. My partner is very caring, and they care for me, they love me unconditionally, and they see me for who I am and see my light, because I'm radiating. And so you just focus on those things. You focus on the feelings you want from the job, when you feel that you want that feeling of accomplishment, because maybe what spirit has devised for you, what spirit has planned for you, is much better than what you can even dream of yourself. Okay, so spirit is telling you to let go of trying to control your reality, let go of trying to get specifics. Instead, let the outcome, let what you're pulling in, leave that to the universe. Okay, and instead of pulling in those particular specifics, you pull the feelings which you want to attract. Okay, and that is the direction which you need to move in. You don't need all the thoughts restricting you and restricting your manifestations, that this person looks like this and has maybe, I don't know, brown hair and green eyes and all that. So instead of being specific about those things, you write about the feelings which you get and you focus on that, and that is how you use the manifestation, the law of attraction, in the best of its abilities. Exactly. And then you have the card of I'm in perfect position to get there from here. As I was saying, you're exactly where you need to be right now. Okay, so let go of the anxiety, let go of the doubt that you'll ever get there, because you will get there, but it is a much better there than the there which you're envisioning right now for yourself. And it says nothing has to change in your environment or circumstances that surround you for you to begin to deliberately allow your own connection to the stream of well-being. You're in perfect place right now to begin. And it is just talking about the same thing which I was talking about. Okay, you don't need that particular person, you don't need that particular job to feel happy and to feel fulfilled. Instead, you try attracting the energies which you think you will feel when you have maybe your ex love you back, or maybe when your crush recognizes you and sees you and be like, oh, you're so beautiful, right, and I love you and all that. Instead of focusing on those things, you focus on being happy, enjoying your life to the best of your abilities right now. What do you have right now? And count your blessings, express your gratitude. Okay, remember that you're exactly where you need to be right now, and you are manifesting a life which is great. But if things are not working, whatever is not working, Spirit is telling you maybe to give a second thought, maybe to give a second idea, maybe to give a second look to that thing. Then you have my emotions are vibrational interpreters. And it says your eyes, your ears, even your nose, tongues, and fingertips are translating vibrations, but your most sophisticated of vibrational interpreters are by far your emotions. By paying attention to the signals of your emotions, you can understand which, with absolute precision, everything you are now living or have ever lived. Okay, so definitely as I was saying, pay attention to your emotions, because they are vibrational interpreters. When you feel the joy, when you feel the abundance, when you feel at peace, that's the things which you attract. Okay, then you have I must be selfish enough to align with well-being. If you're not selfish enough to deliberately align with the energy of your source, you have nothing to give anyway. Some worry that if they take too much of the pie, others will be left with nothing, while in reality the pie expands in proportion to vibrational requests of all of you. So the Spirit is telling you that you have to be selfish enough to align with well-being. And well-being doesn't mean that, again, as I was saying, okay, let me be clear about what these cards are saying, because I feel like they might give you or anyone the wrong ideas. That first of all, you're exactly where you need to be right now. Okay, your emotions are vibrational interpreters, so how you feel, how you react to a situation are actually bringing more and more of that to you. So you really have to pay heed to your emotions. Okay, and they're saying that you have to be selfish enough to align with well-being. And again, well-being doesn't mean being with anyone specific. Well-being doesn't mean that you having that cushy job at that particular place, because maybe your well-being is actually much better than the well-being which you can even imagine. So leave the outcome to the universe, because when we align with the energy of the source, we are not trying to control the things which are coming into our life. We trust that the source is sending the best of the things our way, and we know the best of the things will just fall in its place, because we are vibrational interpreters, and we can get from there here to there, and we deserve everything which universe has in store for us. We deserve everything which we desire, because our desires are not interfering with anyone else's desires. Our desires are our desires, and it is just about us, and it is just the best of those desires, because it just talks about us. And if we are just hoping for the best for everyone, we are not hoping for the wrong of anyone, you know. So you have to align yourself with well-being, and well-being means feeling good about yourself, feeling peaceful about yourself, feeling calm about yourself. It's about having that clarity of who you are, instead of trying to impress some person or someone. It's you knowing who you really are and aligning yourself to that person, allowing yourself to be to the druid which is there waiting for you to recognize him within you, because you are calm and you are peace and you are radiance itself. So there is no reason why you shouldn't be living the life of your dreams, or why you shouldn't have the great best of the things. But then that thing which you think you need to live a happy life might not actually be the thing which you deserve. Okay, because you deserve something much better, and something which source knows and source has in store for you. So leave the outcome to source and just focus on aligning yourself to source. Okay, so I hope that message was clear enough for you all. And if you would like further clarification on anything, you can leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to any and all of your inquiries and doubt clearing and everything which you might have. Okay, so thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you the next time. Remember, you deserve the best. Okay, bye. Hello pile 4, welcome to your reading. So you have guardian angel. Love that. So I definitely feel like you're very protected. Your guardian angel is looking over you, and they're also acting as a channel for you to reach your manifestations, for you to reach your desires, for you to be able to connect with the source and use the law of attraction to the best. Okay, and you have the carnelian stone. Okay, I mean crystal, not stone. Yeah, so let us take a look at the oracle cards which I have already picked for you first. Okay, so you have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. Ooh, nice. And I feel like, it's almost like your guardian angel is telling you that. Okay, and then you have Hiraeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. I see. Okay, and you also have winter, take care of your needs. You have oh my god, guardian angel again, you're not alone. Then you have broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. And let's take a look at the first three tarot cards which I picked for you. So you have, oh, I think you have 4. You have 3 of cups. Yeah, so I just washi tape the nudity up because we don't want to rattle any bells here on YouTube, and abide by the rules of YouTube. Okay, so you have the 3 of cups, you have strength, love that. You have sun, I see. And you also have another tarot card, and this is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I feel like maybe you don't have clarity about what you actually want, to manifest, what you actually want to attract. Maybe you feel a little lost and you feel like you don't belong here. Okay, so there is this sense of not belongingness, okay, of unbelongingness, that maybe this is not your home and you feel very out of place here. I know some people who are like that, who feel, and essentially what I feel about them is that they are definitely star seeds. So it could be that you all have lived up until maybe the last reincarnation, you have lived in some other planet and you were there, and in this lifetime or in this lifetime you decided to come here and reincarnate on earth, because you can see that you have some work which you have to do here. You're bringing some of your gifts from that star seed, from that star seed planet, from that planet, and that is why you are here to seed your light. Okay, so yeah, so definitely I feel like there is this energy of you being a little lost, you not being clear about what you exactly want in your life. And that is why your guardian angel actually showed up twice in this reading to tell you that you are not alone. They are with you, they're always guiding you, they're always protecting you. And while you might feel like you don't belong to this planet and that you cannot resonate with any of the people who are in this planet, who are on this planet, and you cannot resonate or make sense of them, but your guardian angel is saying that they are with you, and they have followed you from the moment of your birth. They have seen you grow up, they have seen you go through the ups and downs of life, they have seen you at your heights, they have seen you at your lowest, they have seen you sing, they have seen you quarrel and fight, they have seen it all in your life. And you are not alone. They have seen you grow from that little kid into this beautiful person that you are today. Yes, you feel a little lost, and that is okay. Remember that you are not alone, and you actually have your guardian angels protecting you, your guardian angels guiding you. Okay, so the loss which you are feeling is because obviously you don't recognize the souls maybe who are around you, because there is this energy of unbelongingness. And I'm actually going to pull the book up on this and read the card for you, because I feel like this is very significant for you. Okay, so you have Hirayat. I hope that's how that's pronounced. Okay, found it. Hirayat, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Hirayat is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or place to which we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in star seeds and old souls. Perhaps you have had it since birth. For some, it is a distant memory of the planet, galaxy, or the star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place that may have experienced more than earth. For others, it is longing for the unity of source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yielding can lead some star seeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships, a journey to find somewhere that they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home, but don't know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone, and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all your presence, your personality, your soul, your spirit in the here and now, to fully commit to living this life right now, to commit to putting 2 feet completely in. Okay, so that, okay, remember that your soul chose this world, your soul chose this life, and being born here on this earth, which is what I was telling you about. And your guardian angel are telling you to open your heart up, to them, because, well, if what you don't feel the belongingness for the star seeds who have come here from another planet, obviously you feel misplaced, you feel out of place, you feel out of the place where you out of the place which felt like home. But then, as the description said, your soul chose this planet, and your soul chose to be born here for a reason, for that purpose. And while you might not have awareness of that purpose at this particular time, your guardian angels are telling you to open your heart up to them, because there are also some of those hurt and some of those pain of being left alone, of being left behind. Maybe you haven't come in contact with your soul family yet, or maybe you have come in contact with some of your soul family, but still, and yet you feel that you are just a little lost, that you're just a little different, and which you are, my dear pile 4. Spirit is telling you that you're very different, but then you are here for a purpose. You have come here and you have incarnated on this earth, on this planet, in this human body for a purpose. Your incarnation had a purpose, and that purpose cannot be served if you don't open your heart up. So first of all, you have to open your heart up to your guardian angel, to your spirit guides, because they are bringing in a lot of healing energies. They're bringing in a lot of guidance, and they're actually guiding you to what you need to manifest. Okay, because if you feel like we don't belong, what is also going to happen is that we're going to attract experiences of non-belongingness. Okay, maybe we will be rejected for our thoughts and opinions. Maybe we will be denied. Maybe people won't even want to listen to our ideas and theories because we are just different from them. But then spirit is telling you that first, of course, you need to take care of your own needs. You have to prioritize your own well-being, and you have to prioritize your own health. And for that you need to heal your heart. Okay, there is for some reason there was some childhood hurt, and while you have gone through a lot, and you have healed a lot, and you have come out much stronger because as a result of that. But your spirit guides are telling me that work hasn't been done completely yet. There is still more healing work which needs to happen. There is more healing work which needs to be done, and that can only be done when you open your heart up to your spirit guides, and they will take care of you, and they will cherish you, and they will help you heal your heart. Because, well, as your spirit guides are telling you again and again, is that you are not alone. Then you have the 5 of earth, you have patience, and you have ace of fire. I love that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the 5 of earth is telling you to look within your heart, which is also why your guardian angels showed up, because it is not so easy to look into those parts of ourselves which require a lot of strength, which require a lot of guidance and a lot of resolution and steadfastness from us. Okay, which is why your guardian angels are here to help you through, help you heal, help you come out of this pain, of this wound, and this cycle which you are in currently. And your spirit guides are telling you that right now is the time to free yourself from this feeling of lack, to free yourself from this feeling of non-belongingness, that you don't belong here. Because my dear starseed, my dear pile 4, your spirit guides are telling you, and universe is telling you, is that the whole universe is your home. Okay, maybe the planet which you came from was the home which you recognized, but your soul consciously chose this planet and reincarnated here because it also wants to make a home here. Because the whole universe and all the metaverses and all the parallel universes they're all your home. You belong everywhere. The ultimate truth is that you are never out of your home. When the whole universe is your home, how can you ever be out of your home? You are exactly where you need to be at this particular moment. Okay, and for that you have to, and for getting into alignment, for feeling connected to the source, for feeling connected, and for feeling that belongingness, that yes, this is also your home. First you need to open your heart up and let your spirit guides, let your guardian angel guide you through the process. Because I'm definitely feeling like there is a lot of hurt, there is a lot of wound, there's a lot of abandonment trauma maybe for some of you, and that is causing that feeling of lack, that feeling of not having enough, that feeling of life never giving you enough of what you desire. Okay, so spirit guides are telling you that right now is the time for you to free yourself from that feeling of lack. Okay, free yourself from the feeling of lack, and know that some work which you have to do on yourself, some of that takes patience, some of that takes a lot of courage, some of that work takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time. But then time is not running out, time is never running out for you, and that with time and with patience and with faith in the universe, you'll be guided exactly where you need to go. you might be feeling a little lost now, but it is only temporary, because right now what you need to work upon is healing those wounds, healing those parts of yourself which are wounded, to let and it is the time for you to work on letting go of the energy of lack. because next because the next phase of your life because the next phase of your life, you're going to start this new journey. You're going to start this new journey with the Ace of Fire. This divine inspiration is going to come to you, and your guardian angels are actually going to be that bringer of that inspiration for you. And it's almost like they're waiting on the periphery to bring this inspiration for you. But for that, you have to open your heart up for them. You have to open your heart up for them. You have to let them in. You have to welcome them in, because even though they are your guardian angels and they are always with you and watching over you, but they cannot come into your space and they cannot do certain works unless you invite them in. So your spirit guides are telling you that in order to plant this divine idea, in order to plant this divine inspiration in your head and inspiration in your heart, you first have to open your heart up and trust them that with some time and with some healing work, this inspiration is going to come to you and you'll be guided exactly where you need to go. Okay, so my dear pile 4, you're not lost. And then the Knight of Wands, as I was saying, like, you have a deeper meaning here, you have a deeper purpose here, which is why your soul chose to reincarnate on this planet. Okay, so trust in that, trust in your guardian angels. And with that, let us take a look at the oracle deck cards which I have for you, the final oracle cards which I have for you. So it's saying, I am becoming consciously aware of my inner being. So it says, we refer to that non-physical you as your inner being or your source. It is not important what you call that source of energy or life force, but it is important that you're consciously aware of when you are allowing a full connection to it and when you're restricting it in some way. Okay, so I would definitely suggest you do some journaling work, you do some inner reflection and ask yourself, are you actually connected to your inner being? Are you actually connected to that source within you which lies within your heart? Or are you resisting it in some way? Are you blocking it in some way? When you're feeling that you don't belong, are you blocking up that energy, that conscious awareness which comes from your inner being, which comes from your inner source, which comes from your heart, and where all the ideas are born and all the ideas take flight? Okay, and then for you, I have, my emotional set points can be changed. Yes, they can be. Your set points are achieved by attention to subject. We want you to understand the extreme value in deliberately achieving your own set points, because once you expect something, it will come. The details of it may play out differently, but the vibrational essence will always be an exact match. So what it's saying is that what you're expecting, that is always going to come to you. Okay, so when you expect life to give you roses, life will give you roses. When you expect life to give you lemons, life is going to give you lemons. When you expect life to block you every way all the time, life is going to do just that, because we are a vibrational match for we are a vibrational match for of what we are manifesting. So if we are manifesting, if we're constantly seeding the doubts, that is what we get. That is the harvest which we get in return, right? So it's like, if we're seeding, if we're planting sunflower seeds, obviously we cannot get a oak tree out of that, right? Or if we're planting a nightshade, it's not like that will turn into a sunflower. So in order to get the right harvest, we have to seed the right seeds. We cannot seed something, we cannot seed a squash and then expect that it would give us oranges, and vice versa, right? We have to seed exactly what we want. And you, my dear light seeder, you have done this work in your past life. You have that conscious awareness within you, but you are just blocking yourself at this point. But what your spirit guides are telling you is that your emotional set points can be changed. That non-belongingness that you feel, that can be changed, because when you feel that you don't belong at a place, you will never find the place where you belong, right? When you're feeling that the whole planet is not your planet, and that you don't belong to this planet, and this planet doesn't belong to you, that is what you're going to attract. You're constantly going to attract abandonment. You're constantly going to attract rejection and emotional feelings like that. So first you have to connect with your inner being and ask yourself, why do you think you're here? Why would you even come on earth, and what work you might have to do? And then plant the right seeds, plant the seeds exactly which you want to harvest, right? And then you have, since every request is granted, I feel no competition. Oh, it's so beautiful, right? Each point of view matters. Every wish is granted. There is no end to the universal resources that fulfill this request, and there is no end to the answers to the never-ending stream of questions. And for that reason, there is no competition. So spirit guides are telling you, your spirit, the universe is telling you that every seed, every request which you ever make, that is granted. Okay, and you can see how, like, here the elephant has also asked for a flower, and this little girl has also asked for a flower, but then they're going to get the flower which they can hold, which they can handle. And since everyone's request is granted to them in the form where they will be able to recognize that, and they'll be able to hold it, because if, imagine the elephant trying to hold this, obviously it wouldn't be able to, and that would just give it disappointment. But the elephant got this huge flower, because this is the flower which the elephant can resonate with. This is the flower which the elephant can hold. So everyone's request will be granted. The life you dream of, what you might aspire to be, it's all possible. Nothing is impossible in this world. But for you to realize that, for you to come to that point, you first have to realize that you are constantly creating your own reality. You're constantly working on your own reality, and your seeds as are actually giving the harvest which you're getting. Okay, so definitely pay attention to the thoughts which you're sending out, and open your heart up to your guardian angels, because they are going to guide you exactly towards the path, towards exactly what you need to do and where you need to go next. Okay, and remember that there is no lack in this world. Okay, there is no lack in this universe, because everyone's all their desires will always be granted. There is no reason for competition. There is no reason for lack. Just because someone else is getting it doesn't mean that you won't get it. Just because someone else is living the life of their dreams doesn't mean that you won't live the life of your dreams. Obviously you don't want to live the life of their dreams. That's their dreams. You will get to live the life of your dreams. Like this little girl won't be able to hold this big flower, but you're able to hold this flower, and so you will get just exactly what you need. So have faith in yourself, have faith in your guardian angel, have faith in your own inner guides, and have faith on your own inner self, because you're constantly being guided towards the right direction. You're constantly being guided towards the life which you desire, the life which you deserve. Okay, so that, my dear pile 4, was the law of attraction reading which you needed. So if this resonated with you, if this gave you a bit of guidance, if that made sense to you, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you have any follow-up questions regarding this, if you would like clarity on anything, be sure feel free to leave your questions in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to check them up and get back to you. Okay, or alternatively, you can also send me an email at my official email, and my email ID will be linked in the description below, so feel free to do that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to read for you, my dear starseed, and I'll see you the next time.